Surely this captive woman is the Princess Antigone. Why should she be taken? Here's the one who did it. We caught her in the very act of burying him. Where is Crayon?
What has happened? Why have you come back so soon?
O King, a man should never be too sure of anything. I would have sworn that you do not see me here again. Your anger frightened me so, and the things you threatened me with. But how could I tell then that I'd be able to solve the case so soon? No dice throwing this time. I was only too glad to come. Here's the woman. She is the guilty one. We found her trying to bury him. Take her, then question her. Judge her as you will. I'm through with the whole thing now and glad of it.
But this is Antigone. Why have you brought her here?
She was burying. I saw her with my own eyes. Can I say any more?
The details. Come quickly. Is this the truth?
It was like this. After those terrible threats of yours, King, we went back and brushed the dust away from the body. The flesh was soft now and stinking. So we sat on a hill to windward and kept guard. No napping this time. We kept each other awake, but nothing happened till the white round sun whirled in the center of the round sky above us. Then suddenly a storm cloud of dust roared up from the earth, and the sky went out, and the plain vanished with all its trees and stinking dark. We closed our eyes and endured it. The whirlwind lasted long, but it passed. And then we looked, and there was Antigone. I have seen a mother bird come back to a stripped nest, heard her crying bitterly, a broken note or two, the young ones stolen. Just so, when this girl found the bare corpse and all her young love's worth wasted, she wept and cried on heavens to damn the hands that had done this wrong. And then she brought more dust and sprinkled wine 3 times for her brother's ghost. We ran and took her at once. She was not afraid, not even when we charged her with what she had done. She denied nothing, and this was a comfort to me, and some uneasiness, for it is a good thing to escape from death, but it is no great pleasure to bring death to a friend. Yet I always say there's nothing so comfortable as your own safe skin.
And you, Antigone, with your head hanging, do you confess this thing?
I do. I deny nothing.
Tell me briefly. Had you heard my proclamation touching this matter?
It was public. Could I help hearing it?
And yet you dared defy the law.
I did. It was not God's proclamation. That's why the letter said it. No, sir. Your edict to kill was strong, but all your strength, weakness, and suffering, the immortal, unborn laws of God. They're not really now. They were and shall be, operative forever, beyond man unlimited. I knew I was done. Even without your information, I'm only mortal. And if I must die now, before it is my time to die, surely this is no hardship. Can anyone living as I live, with evil all about me, think death less than a friend? This death of mine is of no importance. But if I had left my brother lying in death unshared, I should have suffered. Now I do not. You smile at me. Ah, Korea, I'm thinking of fools who mind. But it may well be that the fool is folly.
Like father, like daughter, both have struggled with Teresa. She has never returned. She has much to learn. That inflexible heart breaks first. The toughest iron cracks first, and the wildest horses bend their necks to the pull of the smallest curve. Pride? In a slave, this girl is guilty of a double insolence, breaking the given laws and boasting of it. Who is this maid here, she or I, if this crime goes unpunished? Sister's child, or more than sister, for this. Go, some of you. Arrest is mean. I accuse her equally. Bring her. You will find her sniffing in the house. Her mind's a traitor. Crimes kept in the dark cry for life. And the guardian's brain shoulders. But how much worse than this is reason, boasting of barefaced anarchy?
Korea, what more do you want than my death?
Nothing. That gives me everything.
Then I beg you, kill me. This talking is a great weirdness. Your words are distasteful to me, and I'm sure that mine seem so to you. And yet they should not seem so. I should have praise and honor for what I have done. All these men here would praise me for their lips not frozen shut fear you. Ah, the good fortune of kings. License to say and do what they please.
You are alone here in that opinion.
No, they're with me, but they keep their tongues in leash.
Maybe, but you are guilty, and they are not.
There is no guilt for reverence for the dead.
But Eteocles, was he not your brother too?
My brother too.
And you insult his memory.
The dead man would not say anything.
He would, for your honor, a traitor as much as him.
His own brother, traitor or not, and equal in blood.
He made war on this country. Eteocles defended.
Nevertheless, there are honors due all the dead.
But not the same for the wicked as for the just.
Ah, Creon. Which of us can say what the gods hold wicked?
An enemy is an enemy, even then.
It is my nature to join in love, not hate.
Go join them then. If you must have your love, find it in hell. Look, Ismene comes. Isn't you too, Ismene, snake in my ordered house, sucking my blood stealthily, and you all the time. I never knew that these two sisters were aiming at my throne. Ismene, do you confess your share in this crime, or deny it? Answer me!
Yes, if she will let me say so, I am guilty.
No, Ismene, you have no right to say so. You would not help me, and I would not have you help me.
But now I know what you meant. I'm here to join you to take my share of punishment.
The dead men of the gods who rule the dead know whose act this was. Words are not friends.
Do you refuse me, Antigone? I want to die with you. I too have a duty that I must discharge to the dead.
You shall not lessen my death by sharing it.
What do I care for life when you are dead?
Ask Creon, you're always hanging on his opinions.
Why are you laughing at me? Why, Antigone?
It's a joyless laughter.
Can I do nothing?
Yes, save yourself. I shall not envy you. There are those who will praise you. I shall have honor too.
But we are equally guilty.
No more is needed. You are alive, but I belong to death.
Gentlemen, I beg you to observe these girls. One has just now lost her mind. The other, it seems, has never had a mind at all.
Grief teaches the steadiest mind to waver, King.
You certainly did when you assumed guilt with the guilty.
But how can I go on living without her?
You are. She is already dead.
But your own son bride?
There are places for him to push his plow. I want no wicked women for my son.
Oh, dear King, how your father wronged you.
I've had enough of your childish talk of marriage.
Do you really intend to steal this girl from your son?
No, death will do that for me.
Then she must die?
You doggle thing. But enough of this talk. You there, take them. And take them away and guard them well, for they are both women, and even brave men run when they see death coming.
Okay.
Fortunate is the man who has never tasted God's vengeance. Where once the anger of heaven has struck, that house is shaken forever. Damnation rises behind each child, like a wave cresting out of the black northeast. When the long darkness under sea roars up and bursts, drumming death upon the wind-whipped sand. I've seen this gathering sorrow from time long past, loom upon Oedipus's children, generation from generation, takes the compulsive rage of the enemy god. So lately, this last flower of Oedipus's line drank the sunlight, but now a passionate word and a handful of dust have closed up all its beauty. What mortal arrogance transcends the wrath of Zeus? Sleep cannot lull him, nor the effortless long months of the timeless gods. But he is young forever, and his house is the shining day of high Olympus. All that is and shall be, and all the past is his. No pride on earth is free of the curse of heaven. The straying dreams of men may bring them ghosts of joy, but as they drowse, the waking embers burn them, or they walk with fixed eyes, as blind men walk. But the ancient wisdom speaks for our own time. Fate works most for woe, with folly spares to show. Man's little pleasure is the spring of sorrow.